DarkSydePhil over the past couple of years has made a career out of begging for tips and memberships from his community while also blaming YouTube and his so-called haters for his lack in video views and also being temporarily demonetized on his DSP gaming channel back in 2018. Now, I think you know where I'm headed with this information. DarkSydePhil is a content creator who has been called out by the majority of creators in the gaming and commentary community. DSP has been on YouTube for a very long time, and with his long career comes an extremely long rap sheet of controversies and dramas that he has gotten into over the years. Ever since the beginning of Phil's time on YouTube, he has put the accountability of his actions onto someone else and never takes the blame for his lack in views or his loss in returning viewers. It's always something or someone else who ruined his YouTube career or his public image.
A new video game, it's very common that I would produce anywhere from 15 to 30 new videos in one day. And so people who had subscribed to my DarkSydePhil channel started complaining, saying, listen Phil, we love what you're doing, we love your videos, the problem is YouTube's functionality sucks. And every time that you put out 30 videos, YouTube floods our subscription box with 30 of your videos and we can't see anyone else's stuff. So I follow you, I like everything you do, but unfortunately I'm going to unsubscribe to you so that way my box doesn't get flooded every time you make new videos. However, I'll still keep my eyes open and watch for your new videos. And this is the case with several.
Now, since 2008, DSP has been creating and uploading content to YouTube, more specifically his old account called DarkSydePhil. When DSP first started creating content, he stated that it was just a hobby and how he had a regular job for quite some time until he was laid off in 2010, and that's when he started to create YouTube videos as a job instead of just a hobby. But the ad revenue for his main channel wouldn't last that long. During the early 2010s, you received more money the more someone clicked on your ads. So DSP asked his audience to click on the ads so that he'd receive more revenue. But that was against YouTube's TOS, and DarkSydePhil's AdSense account was terminated for his main channel, which led him to abandon the original channel and move over to a different streaming platform called Blip TV, where he signed a contract to stream with them, but he was banned rather quickly there as well after making anti-Semitic and racist comments during his live streams.
So now I, the last remaining Nazi, must exterminate them. Hello, Jew. I killed him with one shot. Damn. Yes, Jews in space. You'll see what happens.
DSP blamed the state of Connecticut for his inability to find a job, but was extremely happy when Machinima reached out to him to sign a contract that would be renegotiated a bunch of times throughout his partnership with them, and eventually the partnership came to an end in 2017. From 2011 through 2012, things were going really good for DSP, and there wasn't that much hate aimed towards him or his channel, but again he found issue with the lack in views. DSP talked about how in 2012 he was releasing more videos, but his views died way down, and instead of getting 10 million views per month, he was only getting 8 million views.
And in the year of 2012, my views really have dwindled. And what I mean is, I believe in the year of 2011, I probably got somewhere over like 10 to 11 million views on DSP Gaming. And then in 2012, I only barely reached like 8.5 million or something like that. I don't think the final number is in yet. But it's a drop-off, and that's alarming to say I did more in 2012. I actually feel that I worked harder in 2012 than I did in 2011, but my view performance was less, okay?
DSP was upset that he had a loss in views even after he produced more content for his subscribers to watch, but the worst was yet to come. In 2013, the birth of a series hit YouTube. The series, This Is How You Don't Play, was uploaded with the very first video being titled This Is How You Don't Play MGS2, which started as just one video poking fun at DSP, and his horrible gameplay evolved into a full playlist of games that DSP played pretty badly. As of today, there are over 400 videos in this playlist, and the most recent, This Is How You Don't Play Saints Row, was uploaded 13 days ago. This first video in the playlist generated over 700,000 views and captured an audience. These videos generated hate towards DSP, and 2013 would see DarkSydePhil lose a lot of his positive viewers and gain a more toxic and hateful viewership like Wings of Redemption's audience. These videos put a spotlight on how bad DSP was at basic video games, and instead of saying that he sucked at the video game, he of course, in DarkSydePhil fashion, blamed the game for its bad mechanics and controls. 2013 was also the year where DSP finally invested his money into a game capture card instead of using a video camera to record his TV screen. But at this point, other bigger YouTube channels already made the switch to capture cards, and DSP was way behind. DarkSydePhil stated that he felt like he grew a connection with his fans by just recording his TV screen from a camera because it felt like he was in the room with them playing through the video game. In 2014, DarkSydePhil finally made the decision to move from Connecticut to Washington in an attempt to start over. During 2015, DarkSydePhil was swatted, but no one was hurt, which was the best case scenario for one of these outcomes. Also in 2015, DSP would be subjected to false copyright strikes on some of his videos that included fan art. As a result, DSP set hundreds of videos to private, which really hurt the state of his channel. Making videos private equals a loss in views even if you didn't delete those videos. YouTube still thinks that you did, which could hurt your channel until YouTube fixes itself, and that's what happened to DSP. When he set those videos private, it hurt his ranking in the YouTube search engine, which caused his views to plummet for 2 months until YouTube fixed itself.
Yes, that is a direct result of number one, the false copyright strikes against me, and again, number two, when you're watching people streaming on YouTube gaming now, I don't show up as high as I used to. I used to be showing up as the number one guy, and I'm already kicked down because of the shit that happened in August. A lot of people were wondering. They're like, Phil's streaming until dawn. He's not even showing up in the search results. That's why I wasn't. Because of all the videos I had to delete, I was kicked out of YouTube gaming search priority. So that's what's going on with the streaming, all right?
Now, in 2016, this would happen.
The news today, a stream on YouTube got a little X-rated. DarkSydePhil, a YouTuber with over 200,000 subscribers, was streaming on YouTube, and he had text on his stream saying the stream will be starting shortly. Please stand by. But here's the problem. Phil didn't realize that his camera was on, and
This was also the same year where DSP created another channel where he was going to edit and upload gameplay, something that he said he'd never do. But once again, DSP was too late, and gaming on YouTube was already declining. With a lack in video views and DSP's contract with Machinima coming to an end in 2017, DarkSydePhil resorted to begging his followers for donations and money. He would host streams to pay his taxes or streams to pay his bills, with goals of $3,000 to $5,000. And throughout those streams, he always begged his audience to donate money. But the begging didn't work, and with years of horrible financial decisions that impacted Phil's life, he eventually had to file for Chapter 13 bankruptcy in 2020. Leading up to 2020, and when DSP filed for bankruptcy, he was in debt $500,000 that he accumulated due to 13 maxed out credit cards and unpaid taxes and mortgages. This first came to light on Twitter, and DarkSydePhil would confirm that this was in fact real in October of 2022. Now, from 2016 through 2021, DarkSydePhil was streaming on Twitch. This partnership was doing well, but was ultimately terminated out of nowhere in the middle of DSP's livestream. DSP emailed Twitch and asked why he was terminated from their partner program, and they emailed him back this.
Phil, thank you for your message. 2 weeks later. Your able accrued revenue balance was paid on or around May 15th, which I told you guys on May 15th when I got paid, I showed you all the evidence. I did get paid by them for what they owed me for as much as I had earned on the partner program until they kicked me out on April 21st. He said, that's Twitch's standard payment period, blah, 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 blah. Okay, now, here we go, word for word, reading out of the email. As stated in Twitch's partnership April 21st, 2021 correspondence to you, Twitch exercised its right to terminate the content licensing agreement dated November 25th, 2016. That's when I had signed that contract when I had come back to Twitch in 2016 after streaming here on YouTube for 2 years. With respect to your Twitch account, DarkSydePhil, the agreement pursuant to the terms therein, here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Get ready. Specifically, Twitch terminated the agreement following its investigation of repeated instances of inappropriate conduct involving hateful slurs in violation of Section 4.2.7 Appropriate Conduct Agreement. What the fuck are you fucking talking about, you lame-brained pieces of dumb fucking shit? Hateful slurs.
After this, the begging just got even worse. Phil stated that without tips, he wouldn't even be able to take out his wife to get dinner, and at the end of every stream, if he wasn't close to his tip goal, then he would end the stream threatening to never stream again. Recently, Moist Critical spoke about Boogie2988 and DSP on stream, where he stated this.
Alright guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm frustrated for two reasons. Reason number one, because yeah, the game does suck. I really did not like tonight's stream.
And in addition to that, as you guys can see, I stayed extra late for you guys, and basically it amounted to nothing. No one's really supported, which pisses me off. It does. Yeah, I'm playing a game. Obviously, it's frustrating. A lot of people showed up to watch it because you saw how frustrating it was, and no one supported. Yeah, that does upset me. Okay? It would have been one thing if I'm staying late and people are laughing, having a good time, and a few people are at least supporting the stream, but no one did. And that really upsets me. I'm going to hope that tomorrow when I finish it, there will be some support. Because it is pissing me off that I just stayed extra late and I got nothing for it. You know, the game's not even good.
Yeah, he just goes full mask
if
off.
This were me, I'm not even exaggerating. If this were me not streaming, playing this, I would have just turned the game right off and said, fuck this, I'm not playing this anymore. But the fact that I'm now 5 hours into it, obviously I want to finish it. You know, but I toughed it out for you guys tonight and I got nothing out of it.
He then goes on to say, like, he doesn't even know if he'll be able to afford Gotham Knights on Friday because no one has donated enough, and he's not sure if they'll donate enough tomorrow. But that's his whole brand now. People watch DSP for, like, the shit show of it.
This prompted DSP to respond in a video uploaded in October of 2022, where he talks about how he wants to give his side of the story and how people paint him out to be this horrible content creator, but in the past couple of years, he's changed and his content isn't centered around edgy jokes and giving into the trolls. But nothing has come of it. Nobody reached out to him to have an interview, and people just don't care that he wants to give his side of the story. DSP is one of the oldest channels on YouTube that still uploads consistently. Since creating DSP Gaming in 2010, DarkSydePhil has uploaded 62,000 videos, and DSP uploads about 6 to 10 videos per day that are full length, over 1 hour long. As of recently, DSP Gaming has struggled to gain any traction with his new videos, not even breaking 1,000 views. And of course, DSP would probably blame it on the Moist Critical stream or the other videos that have recently came out against him, but everything that has happened to his channel is the result of him feeding into the trolls and also making horrible decisions with how and when he wants to upgrade his content. It took him 3 years after being signed with Machinima to actually get a capture card. Does that sound like someone who actually cares about his audience to a point where he wants to upgrade the viewer's experience while viewing his streams or videos? Also, with him not editing the content and uploading it in its entirety is again showing your fans that you cannot even be asked to edit your videos down to a reasonable time or hire an editor. DarkSydePhil has claimed in his videos that the videos made about him are slanderous, where everything that is said is constructive criticism, but he fails to see that and only believes that people are talking down on him. DarkSydePhil failed to grow with the times and always was the last content creator to upgrade his content. DarkSydePhil over the last couple of years blamed his misfortunes on his viewers, haters, and YouTube, which is what most old content creators do when their content isn't being viewed as much. Now, I don't like it when creators blame the YouTube algorithm for their channel's failure. Matthew Santoro and Reaction Time both blamed YouTube for the issues with their content, but in reality, their content just got stale. This is the same thing that is happening with DSP. His viewers are growing bored of his content, and without a personality, he feels like YouTube is not sharing his content, but in reality his content has just gotten stale and boring, which is why his channel eventually failed. But this has been the end of the video. If you have any content creators you wish I would cover, the easiest way to recommend them to me is through my Instagram or by joining the Discord. Both will be linked in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, and if you're new here, make sure to subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.